Hello and welcome to this new tutorial of the series Data Mining Concepts and Techniques. Today we will see the partitioning methods in the cluster analysis. Okay, it is very important method in cluster analysis. So let's get started. So for the partitioning algorithms and the basic concepts. So what is exactly a partitioning method? Partitioning a database D of n objects into a set of k clusters such that the sum of square distances is minimized, where Ci is the centroid or medoid of cluster Ci. Okay, so in partitioning method, we have to partition the database into n objects, okay, and into a k clusters, okay, so that the error should be minimized. The sum of square distances is minimized means the errors should be minimized. Okay, so in the partitioning method, the error minimization is done. Given k, and we have to find a partition of k clusters that optimizes the partitioning criteria, that is the global optimal, that is exhaustively enumerate all partitions in heuristic methods. What are the heuristic methods? The k-means and k-medoids algorithm. The k-means, each cluster is represented by the center of the cluster. So this is the k-means in general, and k-medoids means PAM, that is partition around medoid. So the k-means is developed by McQueen and Lloyd, and the k-medoid is developed by Kaufman and Russo. So in k-medoid, each cluster is represented by one of the object in the cluster. So in k-means, each cluster is represented by center of the cluster, and in k-medoids, the each cluster is represented by one of the objects in the cluster. Then the k-means clustering method. Okay, then the given k, the k-means algorithm is implemented in 4 steps. Partition objects into k non-empty subsets. Okay, this is the first step, that is the partitioning the objects. Then the second step is compute seed points as the centroid of the cluster of the current partitioning. That is the finding the center of the cluster. This is the second step, compute the seed points as the centroid of the cluster of the current partitioning. The centroid is the center, that is mean point of the cluster. Then the third point is assign each object to the cluster with the nearest seed point. After the finding the mean point of the cluster, we will assign the each object to the cluster with the nearest seed point. The important thing is assigning to the nearest seed point. Okay, this is the third step, and last step is go back to step 2 and stop when the assignment does not change. Means the same mean point we find or the centroid of the cluster we find, then we will stop. Okay, otherwise we will rerun the step 2 3. Okay, this is the k-means clustering method. Then the example of k-means clustering is the initial data set is given. Okay, here as you see, okay, k is equal to 2, means we have to partition this into two part or two clusters. So in the red part, one partition is there, in the black point there is second partition. Then we will update the cluster centroids. Okay, the centroid for the red part is here, and the centroid for the black part is here in the blue. Okay, then reassign the objects. Okay, this is the third step, we reassign the objects. So these objects were reassigned, okay, according to the centroid, and then we update the cluster centroids, okay, according to reassignment of the object. If we not found the same centroid or center point, then the loop is here. That is the we follow the second, third step, okay, repeatedly. So partition objects into k non-empty subsets and repeat this, that is the compute centroid, and assign each object to the cluster if it is nearest centroid until no change. So this is the example of k-means clustering. I hope you have understood the working of this k-means clustering with the example. So what are the comments on the k-means method? That is, what are the takeaways for the k-means method is strength. If we consider the strength, the efficient when n is hash objects and k is hash clusters and t is iterations, the strength is good. Okay. The comment is often terminates at the local optimal. The weakness of this k-means method is applicable only to objects in continuous n-dimensional space using k-modes method for categorical data. In comparison, k-medoids can be applied to wide range of data. It need to specify k, the number of clusters, in advance. Okay, this is one of the weakness, and it is sensitive to noisy data and outliers. This is very important weakness of k-means method. Okay, and it is not suitable for some of the situation. These are some of the strength and weaknesses of k-means method, that is the comments on the k-means method. Then what are the variations of k-means method? Most of the variants of the k-means are which differ in selection of the initial k-means, then dissimilarity calculations, then the strategy to calculate cluster means. So these are some of the variations of the k-means. And handling categorical data is done by k-modes. Okay, k-modes means what? The replacing means of clustering with modes. Mean is replaced by mode. Okay, using new dissimilarity measure to deal with the categorical data objects, using frequency based method to update modes of the cluster. So frequency based method is used to update modes of the clusters. Okay, so it is variation of k-means. Then a mixture of categorical and numerical data, the k prototype method is used. So what is the problem of the k-means method? What is the problem? The k-means algorithm is sensitive to outlier. This is the one of the problem that we have seen in the weaknesses. Since an object with an extremely large value may substantially distort the distribution of the data. So the k-medoid, instead of taking a mean value of the object in a cluster as a reference point, medoids can be used, which is the most centrally located object in a cluster. So instead of means, we will take the medoids, okay, for finding the most centrally located object. So this is the problem, and this is the solution. The problem of k-means algorithm is solved by the k-medoids basically. Okay, this is the diagrammatical view of the problem and the solution. PAM, a typical k-medoid algorithm. Medoid we will find, okay, instead of k-means. Okay, this is all about the today's session of partitioning method in cluster analysis, and it is very important technique, that is we have seen the k-means algorithm and k-medoids algorithm basically. So hope you like this video.